Take a deep breath, Vanderbilt. The two of us, always the more emotional. But on behalf of myself, the children, I cannot thank you enough for being here, for being supportive of all of us. We have, maybe some of you have even heard this phrase, the all-American family. His, hers, and ours.
I'm not sure on the last one.
But for 42 years, well, in Ian's case, only 37, but for 42 plus years, they were all, of course, ours. And they are a part, so important part of this. They have been so strong through all of this. You're going to hear me use, and some of you know this and some of you don't. We have mom represented, stepmom. We have, although none of the grandchildren are here, we have Grammy. We have Aunt Eileen, either real or one of those important aunts who wasn't an aunt. And many of you know her as Eileen. To me, she was pet. Not a pet. Just pet. When Ian was little, and we would take him to Little League baseball or soccer, and we were always the oldest parents there. I'll backtrack a second. When we went to Joel's freshman orientation at St. Thomas Aquinas High School, Eileen was the only one who looked like that. So when we were doing the soccer and baseball shtick with Ian, she heard that a number of the younger mothers there thought that was very demeaning and very denigrating. Well, let me let you in on a little secret. She could have given a rat's ass what they thought about that.
That's not really a secret.
Because she was pet, and she wanted to be pet. And I think there were 2 or 3 times in our life when I, in public, called her Eileen. Those were not good times for us. And the one time I specifically remember was at an event at Ian's school, and I called her that. And whatever the issue was, obviously it was so important that I still remember it. But whatever the issue was, she knew that there was, something, and she turned and looked at me, and I assure you that look was not a MasterCard priceless. Not at all. But I thank you. We are here to celebrate her life. I hope that throughout the day together and at lunch, that if you don't know somebody, you introduce yourself to that person, and what was your connection to pet, and so that we can do this right. She said, no funeral, no service, no memorial, but If you wanted to have a party, that was okay. So we are going to have a party at the luncheon at Mosser's, okay? And celebrate her life and do it right. Before the children and I put her ashes out here, I found a poem. I can't read it. They are going to do it for me. I think it says perfectly what we all want to say. I'd love to meet or find out who, actually the author is. But the poem is by a gentleman by the name of David Harkins, and it is called She Is Gone. Joel.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
No, I can see. Are you ready? You can shed tears that she is gone, or you can smile because she has lived. You can close your eyes and pray that she'll come back, or you can open your eyes and see all that she has left.
Your heart can be empty because you can't see her, or you can be full of the love you shared.
You can turn your back on tomorrow and live yesterday, or you can be happy for tomorrow because of yesterday.
You can remember her, and only that she is gone, or you can cherish her memory and let it live on. You can cry and close your mind, be empty and turn your back, or you can do what she'd want, smile, open your eyes, love, and go on.
Thank you. Okay. So,
Low to the ground.
yeah, low to the ground because I don't want this. Yep.
Do it together.
Yeah, together. We're. As we were preparing, or as I was preparing for this, I came to the very quick realization that there's no guidebook. There's no set of rules and regulations on how you do something like this. So we are doing it as we thought was best. She wanted to be brought home, and she's home now. Let's go to lunch. Now, are we have any? Oh, yes, please.
We'll put them out. Yeah.
Yellow roses, as I have come to learn, has been very much a Donlin tradition. So that's why the rose petals here. Thank you, Susan. I think this is fantastic. Are we going to have any issues in terms of? I'm sorry.
Yeah, Peter, you want to say a prayer?
eternal rest grant to her, O Lord. Let the perpetual light shine upon her. May she rest in peace.
Thank you. Thank you. Do we have issues with how do we find ourselves to Mossers at 5281 State Road 61 in Paxinas? Or can we all get there?
We'll follow. Somebody will find. Everyone's got a phone except, well, you.
There's no service up here.
Well, 21st century phone.
We'll find it. Does somebody know how to get there? That's up from here?
You know where,
Masters?
you know where the red light is in Neelysburg to go to Knoebels, right? The one red light in Neelysburg.
By the drugstore?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, you're gonna turn left at the drugstore.
Okay.
On that road, you find Kentucky Fried Chicken will be on your right. It's right